Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, wherever you are. No time or space, right? I'm Terry at Holding Your Space. And today I thought we'd do a meditation. So we'll just kind of see what happens as we get there. Because I always say, oh, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. And then I kind of am led by spirit when we meditate. So um, mostly, sometimes I fall back to some regulars that I love to do. But anyway, I'm looking at my lipstick. Okay. So Kevin, the healing medium, gave me, he channels as an old friend that had passed. And she was a makeup artist. And anyway, so he gave me the name of a lipstick and it came in a pack of three. Macy's had a special. I love a special. So I got this darker lipstick and I've never tried it, but I can't decide if I'm a little goth or too dramatic. Anyway, it's just my sister and my niece and her husband and family coming over today. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of people have moved away. Um, so we don't have that many people that come to holidays anymore. I was lucky enough that my brother and his family came in for Thanksgiving. So, it gets smaller and smaller, and sometimes it gets bigger. But anyway, so being alone during the holidays, I've said this before, I'm a widow, and it changes everything, doesn't it? So, I mean, we have an expectation, I think, when we've been in a relationship. Sometimes I did, of ways that we handled holidays. And I love to host, I love to have people over. But that really changed things after my husband passed. And because he was such a big help and we did it together. So my son's here and he helps me, and that's a big help, but it's different. So, anyway, I don't know if any of you are going through that, but I had expectations, I had judgments of myself. And doing the same menu that was pretty involved, I think, for me by myself, and serving people and having like I used to, I wouldn't put ketchup on the table. I'd put it in a bowl. Big deal. It's like folding fitted sheets, right? It's an expectation that you have that why bother? I mean, if you want to and it makes you happy, that's great. But I don't think it did not serve me any longer to maintain all these expectations of the holidays and what they might look like. So I have new ones, and now we get carry out. So I order a tray of lasagna from this amazing Italian place very close to me, and they have sauce that is crack, and we'll have that today with some sausages from the sausage company if anybody wants to add to it, but everything else is vegetarian. And yeah, and my sister will bring a bunch of desserts, and so we just all kind of chip in. But things evolve, don't they? And sometimes it looks different, and trying to find the joy through that can be different. So it's hard if you're going through trauma and grief, I guess is where I'm getting with this in my roundabout way that I like to go here and there and everywhere, and then I get there. But so when you've been through trauma of grief or abuse or loss, um, then it takes a while, doesn't it, to come back and find your joy. And there are bits and pieces of joy in there, but some types of trauma have to be delved into and worked through. And it depends, right? Everybody has something, some sense of loss. Like maybe you couldn't build your pool where you wanted to so it would get sun in your yard, or maybe you lost a child. So um, it's still a loss. And we're not set up in this group of people here to go through it, are we? So this society has not taught us that. Instead, it's taught us to get a job, go to college. These are valuable things, no doubt. But is that where the importance is, or is the importance on healing? So, again, the long way through it is um, when we go through a big loss like that, I call it an effing or blinking growth opportunity, because so often we find change, and in the change, we find great growth. So, anyway, I hope that you've come out on the outside, or if not, if you're still going through it, I hope that you're finding joy in what you're doing and exploring. So, every day is like a new day, right? And there's so many new things that we can do um, to find joy. So, again, my nose is okay. I'll just get through it. So, here we go. Take a few deep breaths. Just let your body breathe you. See yourself sinking into your seat, your bed, your chair, wherever you are. Give yourself 5 deep breaths, putting all your awareness on your breathing, inhaling and exhaling all the way down. Just be aware as we let go and we exhale. We inhale in the love, the joy. Let go of judgment and pain till we come to a space of presence, of quiet. Let's work with that. Calling in our angels, our guides, all our divine descended masters today. Today, here is Christmas Day. I think it's still Hanukkah too. So as we bring all that joy in, bringing in so many of these ascended masters and descended masters, seeing them as they walk toward us, offering us gifts of knowledge, a book, gifts of life, light, gifts of love. So Jesus comes forward and it offers us this golden heart. See the beauty in it as we accept this into our heart space. This is the ultimate love, being able to forgive, the bleeding heart of Jesus. See it in your heart space. And now, now we see Mary. Mary stands before us, their blue veil, the divine feminine. She brings us her beautiful bleeding heart. See the beauty in it. See the joy. No judgment, just being. Inhale that into your heart space. And as you exhale, see it expand throughout your body, your physical, emotional, and spirit body. See that gold as it's all over your room, all over your aura. And now let's expand that. We're going to do a quest with this. So, bringing your key, the key to your heart with you. We walk out our door, a metaphor, going through a vortex of love and light. As we go through this vortex, seeing life as it changes, the planets, they move around clockwise, and then let's move them back around counterclockwise. We have Jesus and Mary with us, Abraham, Moses, Shiva, Durga, Tara. There are also many indigenous here with us today. It's a very special day. So hearing their drums that beat to the rhythm, we're going to go back in time, seeing ourselves as a child, no judgment, just this joyous heart, open to everything before the constructs set in, knowing that we had to do something, knowing that we had to be a certain way to be accepted, just walking in and being ourselves, walking into kindergarten, your mom's hand or your dad's, and seeing all these lovely people so excited. And let's look at that feeling in our heart. And then maybe something happened that day or another day. For me, it was fear of the unknown. Now let's turn that back around. Don't have this vortex with us, so we'll go clockwise a little bit before we get there, before that fear sets in. Let's bring in our golden hearts. Create an orb around our hearts, around our bodies. And as we walk in, let's just shine it at everybody here in this room, in our mind's eye. Let's change the narrative on this. We walk in, we march in to that room, that situation. And see that we accept everyone. And we're accepted. It's a collective. If anyone says anything that doesn't serve us, we can give them love. If they hurt us, we can look at that and learn from it. But we know with that golden orb, that forgiving heart, we're not going to hold on to it inside our heart. Our hearts are protected. They're filled with love and light. Now let's take that forward in a clockwise motion with our vortex. Let's take it to another situation. Perhaps this is when you're in school or your first job. And once again, that first day, a fear of the unknown. Walking into a situation. And notice that as we walk into it, it changes because we have that golden heart. And we no longer have that fear. We don't have that memory, that karma. Instead, we walk in open-hearted, joy and laughter, maybe. We're not worried about being appropriate or inappropriate. We just are unique. uniquely us. Now giving light to that because it's changed everything. Let's take it clockwise again. Let's go forward in time. Let's go to a monumental event coming up in our lives. Something that we've had an intention for, perhaps. Something that we're waiting for. Something that the universe is going to give us a gift of. We may not even know it's coming, but a beautiful opportunity. When we walk forward into that opportunity, we walk into it with this golden heart. We have our angels, Jesus and Mary, Shiva, Abraham, Moses, Gandhi. Okay. Many angels. As we walk into this opportunity, there are no preconceived notions. It's just love and joy. It's an opportunity. And if in this opportunity there is a growth, an effing growth opportunity, we look at that, like a yogi, seeing how much will grow from this. So see us with those emotions of anything we need to have, but leading with love. Even if we're hurt for a moment or grieved for a moment, that golden heart keeps coming out. Those times of joy come forward. So now, let's rotate our vortex back to this place in time, if there is one, right? Let's walk through that vortex back into our rooms with our key, seeing all our angels around us. Maybe you see yourself with something new that you got for the holidays, or a new look in your eye, a new twinkle, and see your heart beaming, that gold, and breathe into it. And as you exhale, see that orb, that gold, as it creeps into our DNA, upgrades our physical, emotional, and spirit bodies. Now feel yourself back in your chair or your bed, wherever you are, completely here, completely ready to start this new opportunity, surrounded by loved ones, the indigenous tribes of Africa, the Americas, the islands. Feel their vibration as we sink back into this earth plane, and see that that vibration is changing things. There's a new twinkle in your eye, a new gold in your heart. Breathe it in and let it go. You're completely back in the present, completely back in your body. You have a golden smile. You can see my crazy lipstick today. Ready to start your day. Ready to be uniquely you. Namaste, everybody.